Hey everyone, welcome to the very first episode of the Uni Students Podcast.
Yes, the first episode, and this is the first of many. Well, if anything goes wrong, then we'll see it. It's gonna be better with each one of them. So, yeah.
Exactly, we're here to figure things out with you, not just for you, but for everyone.
Yeah, I'm Andrei, your little helper in the academic journal. I've been here for 4 years already, so I'm a bit of a veteran, and this is also Wilkar, my co-host.
Yeah, and this podcast is our little way of building a bridge, not the kind of bridge that you find in engineering, but a communication bridge between the university and its amazing student community. Whether you are, or will become part of this university, this podcast is for you and for our community also.
Yeah, we'll just try to have a casual corner, something nice for memories, for experiences, share tips and tops as well, and share a bit about our student life.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of which, today's episode is called Life at and After University. Because let's face it, we are all wondering what happens once the lectures stop and reality starts knocking. It's something that we all question, right? What's the reality when we study and then after the studies?
Yeah, and for that we also have here our three guests. We have a fresh face, Annabel, who's a first year at IB. We have Agustin, who just finished his studies at the Masters of Consulting and Entrepreneurship at the RBS. And we also have someone who has probably more experience than all of us here about the student life. We have Polina from the Center of International Affairs at RBS. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Also from my side, welcome very much to our podcast.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Exciting.
It's a pleasure to be in the first episode.
Well, let's do some introductions. So first of all, let's warm things up with just a short introduction of all of you, and also would be nice to give some some weird things about you, something that people wouldn't expect. Just let's see what you're made of. Annabel, you want to start?
Yeah, sure. I'm Annabel from Germany, a first year student, and I think what most people hear most about me is I'm an influencer. I try to be. And my American accent comes from living in America for 6 months, and then I tell people I'm German. Yeah.
Are you German?
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise I wouldn't say that.
all right.
No, after that I also go, my parents are Russian. But that's
So
after.
a lot of mix.
Yeah.
How it works.
Okay, Agustin.
Interesting. Well, I'm Agustin. I'm from Uruguay, South America. So funny fact, for instance, I always say that I'm from Uruguay because I'm Uruguayan, but at the same time I was born in Paraguay. And that not everybody knows. But I was raised in Uruguay. And some funny thing also, when I was a teenager, I had long hair. And
Really?
I wanted to be a rock star, so I joined a band. I play a guitar. So different paths now.
Yes.
That's so funny.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
You can imagine me with long hair, right?
Otherwise, we would invite you to play some rock for us.
Well, maybe next time.
Next episode. And Polina, can
Yeah.
you tell us a bit about yourself too?
Yeah, so I work at the Center of International Affairs already for 6 years, but I'm also an alumni of Rotterdam Business School because I graduated the International Business Program. And I've been in the Netherlands for 17 years, but I only started biking last year. So,
Whoa.
That's tough.
it took
That's
me a
tough.
while, yeah. But hey, I finally started.
Yeah, of course.
Impressive. When did you graduate? I did not know this.
Yeah, back in 2019.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
It's been a while. I'm back.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But you look young though, so
Yeah, thank you. I think that is a compliment.
of course it's always a compliment.
That was your bachelor's.
Yeah, international business. I
Nice.
did the old program, so when it was now it's the commerce track, so then it was international business and languages.
Yes.
And I liked it so much, so I continued working here.
Which languages do you have?
German and Spanish.
Okay.
Please don't
Interesting.
talk to me in Spanish.
I
German,
can
I'm
speak
Russian,
Spanish, yeah.
but no Spanish, please. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I think that all this was very interesting. We should definitely also ask those questions for ourselves. But maybe for the next episode, we'll be answering those questions.
Yeah, maybe we'll dive in that. We gotta think about it a little bit because, well, Agustin raised the bar high.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's look into the university life a little bit now. We can start with the first question.
Yeah, so all right, let's start with our newest RUAS member, Annabel. You've been here for quite a while, maybe 2 months now.
Yeah, quite a while, 2 months.
2 months. So I have a question for you. What have you discovered about student life or the university that surprised you? Maybe something that didn't match your expectations or the other way around also.
Something I discovered is that there's more opportunities that I actually thought about before getting here. Because now I'm like busy doing all kinds of things and meeting new people all the time. And I did expect that to a certain extent, but I didn't think it would be that much. And also I discovered that all the people I've met in the first week, they're kind of disappearing slowly. Like, everyone has different groups and doing their own things. But I'm not necessarily minding that. They can do that. It's fine to see where everyone goes. So, yeah.
But I mean, you have your own group of friends now.
Yeah.
That's good. I think that's definitely something. And if you look back at these first weeks, what's been your favorite part of being here so far? And maybe something that still feels a bit challenging for you?
So I really like the exam week, honestly, because it felt like a nice wrap-up for the first block. To see everyone study a day before the exam. It's kind of funny because people have been texting me what did you do? What did you study? 2 hours before the exam. So that was funny to see, and having it done was also nice, especially the Chinese exam because I studied a little for that and then went into the dialogue and we decided with my partner to act it out, right?
Because what's your study again?
International business.
Oh, international business. So that's why you have Chinese. Okay, makes sense.
So you have to choose it?
Yeah, well, I chose it,
There's a
well, I chose
it was
it.
mandatory, I don't know.
there's a choice of languages from Chinese, Spanish, German, French, also Japanese.
Yeah.
There's European and Asian languages as well.
No, interesting. I didn't even know about that myself.
Why do you choose Chinese?
Because it was hard. Because I've been thinking it was between Spanish and Chinese, and I was like, if I want to learn Spanish, I can learn that. It's not too hard. But I'm never gonna sit down when I'm 30 and be like, okay, let's learn Chinese. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
so I'm doing it now,
okay,
so I don't have to do it later.
Surprised. A lot of people have midlife crisis at the moment, and they pick up a language or a marathon.
Language. I'm gonna pick up Spanish at that point. It's gonna be easier. Yeah.
That was actually my exact same reasoning for choosing Dutch instead of Spanish when I came here as well. So I feel that.
How did it go?
Pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
Heel goed.
Now, I was wondering, can you say something in Chinese?
So what I always say, I adapted it. I just say 很好 always, which means very good.
Okay.
So if someone asks me something, I'm just like 很好. It's the only thing I can actually say, but because my teacher says that a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
And your teacher is Chinese or?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes things easier.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's move on to Agustin, our graduate student. Well, you've already been through enough of RBS. I would suppose the master's is not the easiest, and it's also pretty hectic, being only 1 year. So, looking back at when you started, what were your expectations of the student life that have been met, or maybe haven't? How do you reflect upon that?
Well, I think I made my expectations were high, but they were I could do anything that I wanted to. But I think being able to build some relationship with the locals, especially, and international students also, that was really nice. It was one of the most best parts of coming here, having that international experience with different kind of students, learning from different cultures. I think that's the main thing that I can say.
And if there's any experience that you definitely want to repeat, what do you think of that? what comes to mind?
Regarding the student life, regarding the school, the studies.
Yeah, the studies, the student life.
Well, for instance,
What's
for my
something that
VSR, I will say I will definitely go again for a small company. I think it's easier for you if you want to
for the thesis.
For the thesis. Sorry, it's easier for you, and it's easier for the company also to follow your advice and to make the changes that you say, and you will have proof faster of your solutions. I also did the exchange project in Lithuania with some classmates. That was really nice also. I will repeat that for sure. But maybe if I can change something, maybe I would rather go for a part-time master's rather than a full-time. I think it was too time consuming, and I was working at the same time during the weekend, so I didn't have any days off, which was stressful for times. And doing it part-time, maybe it will allow me to work and study at the same time.
Okay.
Work professionally, I mean.
Yeah.
But I mean, I made it, so
you made it. Yeah, it's good. Yes.
It all ended up in the positive.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Well,
can't complain.
If anyone listens to this, you can take some notes for the masters. But yeah, I don't think it necessarily applies for the bachelor of IB as well.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we do have a part-time program of international supply chain management. Just saying.
Yeah, the master.
No, that's
now
good.
you know.
Yeah, you can say it louder. You can say it louder. Yes.
Yeah, we do have a part-time program at Rotterdam Business School, and there's
Nice.
one also in shipping and transport, but that's a different institute, but still part of RUAS. So
Interesting.
they're a bit more flexible, but you
Sounds
still get.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing if you want to work at the same time. Especially, I'm pretty old for a master's in the Netherlands. I'm 31. So when I enrolled, I was 30. I have some years of experience working. So when I came here, I was like, I need to work because I need to cover my expenses. But the master was so demanding.
And at that time, you're just used to working as well.
Exactly, I was used to working, so I had to cut that. And I had to find a job during the weekends. So yeah, maybe if you're a student, you're 22, 23, it's okay. Maybe you live with your parents or something and they send you money, and that's fine. But for someone that is a little bit older, I would prefer to do it part-time, take it easier.
Because at some point you need to make your own money and be
Exactly.
able to pay your bills.
Yeah, but now it's finished, so yeah, I can't complain.
How did you find that experience going from the full-time employment to having to do the master's plus a part-time job on the weekends?
It was hard at the beginning because I finished my bachelor's in 2019, also as you. And the first time when I came to class, I was like, what am I doing here? It was 2024.
Yeah.
It was 5 years already. I was like, oh, this again? So it took a while to get used to it. Again, that's the student life. But it was really nice. I mean, you get used to it really fast.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
So I think now we should move to Polina. And I should say it's been quite a bit of challenge to contact someone from CoIA because you're very busy with all of this. Actually, all of this is possible because you're doing a great job. And that's the point when I say, okay, it's been a little bit challenging to have someone from CoIA. And actually, that's something that actually tells that actually they're doing something for the students. And Polina, I have a question for you. We know that every September, for example, we have new faces on the campus. How does your team help international students, for example, feel welcome and at home when they first arrive here?
Yeah, so, it's quite a unique thing of Center of International Affairs because, literally our goal is to service and help the students that come from abroad the best to our ability. So, sorry that we took a while to get back to you because right now it is a busy season where we try to give, a lot of information for upcoming students about the study programs live at Rotterdam Business School. So, and also I would say, I remember I never liked the end of summer, but now ever since I work in education, it's my favorite time of the year because basically here we get to see all the students that we had contact with throughout the year, and as well as we know how scary it is to move abroad because we've all been there eventually at one point of our lives. So we also want to make sure to know that you guys are not alone. So together from different sub-teams from our international office, we kind of volunteer and create an intro committee that is really designated for international students. So also that introduction week happens prior to the start of your study program. And I think you've all been there. So I hope you attended it because we really put a lot of effort in it. But basically, besides like the practical aspects of like how to open a bank account, what are the rules in the Netherlands, what can you do, what can you not do, we also organize social activities. So it usually starts off with like a welcome presentation. We have an information market outside the campus. Well, sorry, not outside the campus, but in the campus. And we also invite different teams and companies that can help you as a student. So maybe they give you student discount, or they can give you the best deal in terms of a bike, because you all need a bike eventually. And we also organize social activities. So this is also kind of a way that when it is 1st of September, you're not going to be scared because you don't know anyone, because you will see a familiar face and be like, oh yeah, I spoke to you on a boat tour or a party. Yeah. So we hope that you guys have like fun, and then it's also less scary.
No, definitely, because one of the reasons why we wanted to bring someone from CoIA is because we actually had that in the very first moments. We had a really nice welcoming from CoIA and everything, mainly for international students. You actually answered my second question, so which is actually how you also help students and support them during the academic journey. Yeah. So now I will change my question a little bit. What's your specific challenge when it comes to CoIA and the way you support students? Do you have a challenge, and do you have a way to try to overcome that challenge?
Ooh, okay. So
just to preface this is the aspiring consultant.
Yes, exactly.
Very good question.
So, look, I will speak for my team because, the Center for International Affairs is really set up with different departments. So you have the international marketing plus the study advice team, that's us, and we're basically the first point of contact for international students. So anything related to, like, what kind of programs do you have, what is happening and stuff like that, we're the first ones that you get in touch with. Mm-hmm. And then you'll have team admissions, that's the team that will process your diploma, your application, also assign you the intake interview, maybe you've seen me because I was also doing the intake interviews with my colleagues. And then especially for the non-EU students, you also have a student support team that arranges the student visa, also helps other students, also EU students, in terms of getting all insurances, all the municipality registrations in check. And then you also have team exchange that is responsible for incoming and outgoing exchange. So each team has a different challenge. But for us, for my team, it's the most important thing is that we give you the most accurate picture of living abroad, what Rotterdam Business School has to offer, and if we are the right fit for the student. Because, of course, everyone is welcome to join our study programs as long as you meet the admission requirements. But because we also have a very specific teaching focus in the style that, with the master program, it is quite intense. We also tell students, hey, be prepared to commit because, it's really going to mirror the work-life experience that you'll experience after graduation. So if you have a student that says, oh, actually, I don't want to do that, or I'm scared of presenting, it's not really my style, then we will also be honest and say, hey, actually, then we are not the right fit for you. Then you need to consider a different type of university. So for us, it's really important that, we help students in that sense so that they know what is expected of them.
I think this is very clear and very technical also. I don't think we can add more than you actually did. You brought something very interesting, and then we all know, and then people that are going to listen to our podcast will also know, and then if they want to have further information, they will get in touch with you, and I am sure that you will be able to help them and guide them through the best options ever.
Yeah, that's true. I remember seeing all that information in the webpage, so it was pretty clear. And I knew beforehand that it was going to be stressful. I wanted to do it anyway, but everything is there. It's pretty clear. So
good to know.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
exactly. So here is the proof.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're almost wrapping up. So before we let you go, could we go through all of you and get a piece of advice, a motivational message for anyone that's listening, that's maybe just starting their studies, or maybe they're in the middle of their studies and would like to listen to something to help them out? Yeah. Agustin, can you start?
Yeah, sure. I would prefer to speak to the master students because it was my experience not so long ago. I would say try to act always as a professional rather than as a student, because that will give you, it will put you in a more serious way with the company. And at the end of the day, you want to give good results for the company, and sometimes you make the mistake of not acting more as a student, or for instance, I don't know, I have to ask something to the company and I don't want to because I feel that maybe I'm asking too much questions, and no, don't do that. Just go for it. Act as you were the consultant or the professional, and during the masters also take it seriously, but don't forget to have fun. I think that's really important. Enjoy the process. I think if you do those things, the results will follow.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
and
that's my advice.
I can relate to that because that's exactly what I should be doing. I feel like I've been acting a bit too much as a student with my company.
Yeah.
I need to keep things a bit more professional. For sure.
But that's a normal mistake sometimes, especially if you don't have that experience working. You tend to act as a student. So you protect yourself as a student, you know. And sometimes you gotta break that and you say, listen, I'm your consultant here, and this is the advice that I have to give you, that I will give you, and I think if you follow this, you will have good results, or we can try it. But it will happen in the future. If you have some clients, it will happen that you will be the leader and you will have to say what the company has to follow.
Absolutely. That's great advice, Agustin. Thank you. I'll take that to myself as well as
also to myself.
Yeah.
So,
Annabel, can you give us a piece of advice as well?
Yes, I think it's more related to first-year students, but fear of missing out, people should maybe work on that, because right now, especially in the first 7 weeks, people have like major fear of missing out. They go out everywhere to wherever just to be with people that not necessarily align with their values that they want to have. So I say fear of missing out is something people should work on, and also surrounding themselves with the right people and actually being able to cut people off if they don't support your life or don't add any value to that.
this one is actually a good one.
Yeah, I find
Thank you.
Yeah, actually, no, yes, that's true. Yours also was a good one. I mean,
Thank you.
yeah, that's actually true, because I also feel like that, because then you have a lot of things going on, then you want to join some stuff, but at some point you also
a
have
lot of that is not necessary. Like,
that's
just being around people to be around people is not always the option that you should go with.
Yeah, then I will take that also to myself.
I just want to say this is great advice for us as well, because we're technically in our last year of studies doing the masters.
Yeah.
So me myself, I've experienced this as well, just in the past few weeks. So definitely need to work on it, and I feel like everyone from our class could relate to that as well.
Yeah, I think everyone should.
Yes.
All right,
Second
Polina,
advice.
do you have some advice, motivation, tips?
Well, I would say to all the students that are coming to the Netherlands or considering, stay open-minded, stay curious. I will look directly at you guys. But yeah, and if you notice you are struggling, there's a university support system in different departments, so definitely reach out. There's, of course, class representatives, student ambassadors, Center for International Affairs, student well-being team, and also your teachers. I think you also know as well. They play a big part in your success, so definitely reach out.
Yes, for sure. We will do that also. It's also a good one, by the way.
Don't forget that.
No, it was all good.
All right, so before we wrap up, we have some things that are happening at RBS in November, so I'm going to read you guys the agenda for the next month. So first up, we have the RUAS opening day on 8th of November on a Saturday, and that's going to be from 10 to 2. So whether you've just arrived in Rotterdam or you're thinking about taking the next step, whether it's the bachelor or master, or just exploring what's out there, it's a good moment to have a chat with lecturers, with current students, and also get the feel of the campus life. I've also done it as part of the PR team for the past 3 years, so I can definitely recommend it. It's a really good opportunity for everyone that's interested in doing a master's or maybe future students. And from the 3rd to the 7th of November, there's a really cool international program happening. It's called the Inclusive Design in Smart and Social Cities. And it's about how cities can be designed to be more inclusive and socially innovative. And that's going to be coming from real students from different countries. And they're going to work together for these real challenges. And that's super exciting. And there's one more important update. This fall, RUAS is launching an initiative that's making a real difference on campus. We're going to have free menstrual product dispensers, and they are being installed across all of the university locations in Rotterdam. As part of the push to make sure that everyone has access to basic essentials, that's going to be simple, but also super meaningful and important for the people on campus. So whether you're joining an event, you're exploring new programs, or just appreciating that RUAS is making life a bit more comfortable, November is looking like a busy and also positive month.
For sure. Do you guys agree with that?
Yes.
I do. Yeah, I do also. And that's a wrap up for our very first episode of the Uni Students Podcast. So I want to thank you, Polina, also Agustin, and also Annabel very much for your presence here, your stories, your thoughts. It was very valuable. And just to say thank you to be here, actually. And of course, a big thank you to the people that are going to listen to our podcast also. And to remember that the Uni Students Podcast is here for the entire RUAS community, past, present, and also future. So keep listening, keep engaging with us, and don't be shy to share your thoughts or even ideas for the future episodes. We've got more great conversations coming your way. Episode 2 is just around the corner, and trust us, it's going to be just as interesting as the conversation that we had today.
If not more.
Maybe, it can also be. So, until next time, stay curious, stay connected, and as always, stay uni.